Hey y'all, it's your girl, Black Blondie. Y'all could call me AKA Big Blondie tonight, okay? I'm Big Blondie tonight. Welcome back to Black Blondie TV. And I'm Queen Mother Pearl, AKA Queen Mother Pearl. Baby, episode 21 had me in a whirlwind. Y'all, I was so happy for Alandria. I was screaming at the TV like I was so happy for her. And I am so proud of the producers. I like the twist up. It was giving me everything that I needed. So shout out to the producers, shout out to Orlandria and Nick. They played their roles so well. And I thought it was so like funny and sneaky all at the same time. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they actually like brought them back and then brought them back in the middle of the night. And then when they woke up, they were there. Because the way that Taylor face was looking, his face was looking like, oh my God, he was looking crazy. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna talk about that. So I think that this season is going to get way better. I'm gonna give my rating of the episode, but y'all probably already know what I'm gonna give it, but so grab your popcorn, grab you some snacks. Let's dive into the mess. Let's dive into the drama and the heartbreak, and let's vibe on this because I'm smiling from like ear to ear. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so excited because I'm like, I've never seen them do this on Love Island, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, like. I'm being very professional tonight because, um, I am on my professionalism tonight, okay? So, y'all getting the professional me, okay? So, Nick and Alandria's dilemma. That's what it starts off with their dilemma. Both of them were, dumped on the last episode. Sadly, the way that they were crying and the clips that I saw surfacing on YouTube. I haven't really been looking on TikTok, but I probably should look on TikTok more, but I'm kind of over TikTok, but that's me. I wonder if anybody does this on Twitch because I see that, I see things and I'm just like, okay, 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 okay. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna just try to do my best and, maybe I might get on Twitch. I don't know. I might try Twitch. I'm thinking about it. But back to the thing. So they faced a pivotal choice. They faced it like head first. They had to choose whether they would go home single or they would recouple together and stay in the show and re enter into the main villa. Of course, my girl Olandria. I'm 5'2". I'm brown skin. Yes, I am I'm thicky thick, so I relate to her, I'm with the smalls, okay? Your mother would call this episode the small versus the talls. That's what we should call this episode, the smalls versus the talls. Because I'm not here for Taylor and what is her name? I don't know. What is that girl name? She has like a name, right? But I'm just trying to figure out. Um, my daughter baby tall, so I'm not gonna say anything about the shorts versus the talls. But I'm just trying to figure out what's Taylor's deal? Like, what's the deal, Pickle? Like, why is he still exploring things with that girl? What is her name? Oh, Clark. Oh, she has a masculine name. Like my real name is a masculine name too. Well, it's a unisex name. But yeah, Clark. Clark's from North Carolina. Charlotte. I always wanted to move there. So that's one thing I like about her. She's from there. Is there anything else that I like about her? I'm not too much. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna go live and I'm gonna get all dolled up so y'all can see me. So we can see about face cards and stuff like that. I am 30. I'm 36. Yeah, I'm 36 years old. So um, I'm with the older. She's 29. I'm 36. I'm with that gang. The shorts and the older shorts. Okay. She has a nice figure, by the way, for her to be 29. That's when I started getting thicky at 29. So she's able to keep it petite. But yes, I am not feeling Clark. The eyelashes. I'm gonna be picky tonight because I can, and I feel like I should be a little picky tonight because um I mean she reminds me of someone that I know, a know of that used to know of, and she actually looks like she can be that lady's daughter. So we're gonna keep it on track. But yeah, I don't care for her too much. I'm kind of over Amaya. I'm over her. I feel a little bit like Taylor is a little colorist, and that's just me. How he was treating her versus how he was treating Orlandria, how he was treating Miss what's her name, Clark. It was giving like, oh, he might think that she's better than Orlandria, but it's the other way around. That's what it is. It's the other way around. So I just wanted to clear that up. But I love the plot twist. That's a little mess from me because I mean I just today has been like a day for me. Well, earlier today. It's morning time now. But today has been a little whirlwind for me. I be watching and I be like looking and I observe stuff. But like Orlandria, I love how she stays cool. Like she watches and she observes stuff. I mean, she's not gonna say it, but I feel like Taylor is a lame. I must say, guys like him, I've seen guys like him from the country that are like that. They're very like colorist. And I feel like he was treating her better than he was treating Orlandria. And that's my deal. That's my deal with him. I'm a pickle and I gotta deal with him and that's my deal. And I'm happy that she's with Nick. I hope that her and Sierra can work things out. But Sierra, y'all have only known each other 21 days. So y'all really not friends. I mean, and Nick, you're really not Taylor's friend. Like I I maybe he's honors your friendship, but I'm for sure Sierra and Alandria, they're friends, but they're not friends. I peeped a little shade when she was talking to what's his name? Elin. By the way, he has nice curls. I don't discriminate. He's attractive too. So do I see her and him mixing with each other? Sierra and Elin? I can see that working out more than I can see Nick and her working out. But I don't know. I feel like this is like something that keeps on happening on these reality shows. And it's something that I'm just like, I sit back and I watch and I sit back and I observe stuff. And I think to myself, like, I'm really glad that I love myself because I don't settle. As soon as I would, or I'm not saying Orlandria is settling, but as soon as I would have saw Taylor with Clark, it would have been a no. He has no access to come back to me. No access. Like the way he's treating her, the versus the way that he was treating Orlandria. Yeah, he has no. no, he would have no access to me, and she still has him in her mind, and that's something I don't get. I see that on the shows a lot. They like to give us the scraps. Sorry, producers, but I love the story that y'all trying to do, but um, we don't deserve scraps. No, we don't. The brown girls do not deserve. We do not deserve. The dark skinned girls do not deserve scraps. Uh, We do not deserve that. And we'll see how things go. But Orlandria, play your role and let him, let Nick, talk all the talk he's talking, and we'll see when Sierra gets back because we know how this game goes. I mean, or should we wait until they have what is that show on Netflix? We'll see how that show goes on Netflix with oh girl, what's her name? I don't know why we have to accept scraps. I don't know why. Why does society think that we should accept scraps? Me being a dark skinned woman, why do they expect us to accept scraps? Hmm. I took a sip of some wine. I am drinking because I was happy at the same time, but then I sat back. It took me 10 minutes. I had to hype myself up before I came on here because I'm just like, hmm, is that Perfect Match? Oh, yeah, Perfect Match. When y'all watch Perfect Match, the new season, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say, why do us, as me as a dark skinned woman, has to accept scraps on these reality shows? Why? I mean, I could only remember one person that didn't have to accept scraps on these reality shows, and she was a dark skinned woman, and she was from Love Is Blind. I think the first season. So if y'all not the producers, if y'all not gonna make that happen, I don't know if I want to watch because I am afraid to see what happens when Sierra everybody joins the villa together. I am a little hesitant. I hate to nitpick on that. But that really it really got me thinking, and I'm just like, why do we have to get on these shows and accept scraps? See, one thing about me, I don't accept scraps. And that's why I'm single because I don't, I've done that before when I was younger, but I feel like a woman that's younger than me, I would tell her if she's dark skinned, do not accept scraps from these guys. Do not let them come back when they want to come back. No, if I was Orlando, the door would be closed for him. And that's all I'm going to say. So, their comeback was giving main character energy. I had to get into that, y'all, because it was, I mean, y'all just gonna have to watch Perfect Match. And let's see how they chop and screw that to make that story perfect. Um, that little love story. They're gonna try to make that little love story with my girl AD and oh boy, they're gonna make that a perfect love story. But we all know how that story is gonna end, and I'm hoping that that story doesn't end like that for Alandria. That's why I have these feelings because I'm just like the emotions are in me. Like I feel some type of way because I've had this happen to me in my younger life. So I can relate to, seeing people, trying to, you know, Nick is about the game, honey. Nick is about the game. And when Sierra gets back, Alandria, you may be going home. And I still want her to keep her composure. Um, as a woman, you should always keep your composure because society wants the dark skinned woman to be mad and angry. Um, just like they want the single mother to be mad and angry. So I'm gonna get back to the main character energy. Orlandria and Nick was giving main character energy. They came in the villa. They stepped out. They were looking cute, like the comeback kids. It was like so like shocking. Like if I could have took a picture of Taylor's face when she came back in there, it was just like it was disappointment in his face. Because number one, he wasn't expecting to see her, and number two, he wasn't expecting for Nick to come back. So this just shows you how people are. This show is kind of giving you a little. It's giving you like I think it's going to get really messy on the next episode. Like I promise you guys are do y'all think that it's going to get really messy when everybody is forced to come back and they're forced to recouple? I do think it's going to get really messy, but I feel like Orlandria can take it. She's going to remain classy. She's not going to be crying a river on that TV screen. She hasn't cried one tear about what Taylor's doing. Taylor's a lame, by the way. Guys that put those things in their mouths. What is it called? They put those teeth in their mouth, like those. Um, I just think that's lame. Maybe because I knew people who used to who do that. Um, from the past, and I just think it's a lame thing when guys do that. And then the girl, she had one in her mouth too. Clark, yeah. So I see how things are going to go, and I see it. I see it. And do I like it? I don't like it, but it's okay. So do I see Vanna and TJ lasting? I don't I don't know. Um I feel like TJ's on there for himself. Coco, I like Coco's vibe. Coco's vibe is good. She has a good vibe, okay? I love her vibe. Ace is on there to play the game. We already know that. I do love his smile, by the way. He has dimples. I have dimples, by the way, too. I do love his smile. Um, I don't know what to expect. Did did Zach did he choose um did he choose Amaya for the right reasons? Do y'all think that? I want y'all to let me know that in the comments. Do you think that he chose um Amaya for the right reasons? Is Orlandria the MVP of this episode? I'm gonna say yes. She walked in there like a queen. She had her little bikini on. She kissed she kissed Nick, okay? She is not taking what Nick's saying to the head. She still got Taylor in her head, but she need not have Taylor in her head because Taylor is a disappointment. And that's what I'm going to say. I feel like Taylor is going to be a disappointment for Alandria. I just don't like Taylor. I just don't like him. I think he's a little boy. He gives little boy vibes, and I just don't like him. I neither do I like Clark. I don't like her either. It's not because of the place that she's in. It's just the way that I see her looking back at when I saw her looking back at Orlandria and Taylor talking, I didn't like the way her face was looking. Girl, it's a game. The boy is not even that. He's not even good looking. He's not even good looking. He looks like somebody from I don't know if y'all ever used to watch this show, but it was on Nickelodeon. It was called it had Megan Good in it. I forgot the name of this show, but it was on Nickelodeon, and it had Megan Good in it, and it had the light skinned boy from 101 in it. They were on that show. I think it was Cousin Skeeter. He looks like Cousin Skeeter. That's who he looks like. Um, he gives Muppet Baby. She gives. I don't like that wig. That wig needs to go. The eyelashes need to go. She looks better without the makeup. It gives drag queen. Nothing's wrong with the drag queen look, but I personally don't like to see the drag queen look on women because we're not drag queens. We have the natural bone structure. So we don't have to do all of this carving and contour. We can do that, but we can do that softly. We can make it look soft, okay? Can we make it look soft, honey? Can we make it look soft like Coco? Coco is looking soft with her contour and everything. I'm no makeup artist. I'm not a makeup expert. But for me, I'm a woman, and of course I look at other women and I love women. But I hate when women look like drag queens. I don't like that look on us. I don't like it. It's very unattractive. I don't like the wig sitting all the way up here. I don't like that wig over the forehead. I just don't like it. It's just giving like drag queen, drag queen, drag queen. And y'all might not hear nobody else say this, but that's my true feelings. Like, even when I knew, I see women like this every day with those lashes. Go, go, go. Shout out to my lash lady. So I get my natural lashes permed, and I get them to look natural because I do not like me and my makeup, like my little person that I go to. We talk about this. I do not like somebody being able to see my lashes before they see me. I do not like that. Um, Most guys don't even like that, but Taylor likes that. He likes the fake look, but guys like him likes the fake look. They like the artificial look. And even Shelly, hers are kind of too much, but I can deal with it from her. I can deal with it from her. But Miss Clark, please take those off. Like, do not wear those. When she looks back at that TV screen and she sees those lashes on her and she sees how it makes her look very, very drag queenish, she's going to be like, no, I'm not going to wear those lashes like that. And where I'm from, girls wear those lashes all the time. I just look, I just stare, and I never say anything. But I'm saying something on here because it is I find it to be unattractive. And I don't date women. But if I did date women, or if my son was dating women, would I want him to take someone home to me that looked like that? No, ma'am. Would I want him to take somebody home that looks natural like Orlandria or Shelly? Yes. Coco, she kind of does too much with her makeup too. I feel like when you have natural beauty, you don't have to do that much. Um, you don't. You don't have to do that much. And if y'all would like to, y'all can check me out on TikTok. I have natural beauty. Face card will never get declined. Face card would never. I'm 36 years old. Face card would never get declined. Check me out on TikTok at Black Blondie TV. Face card would never get declined. Face is naturally beautiful. So I like to see women in their natural form because I am a woman and I love women. And so I feel like when I saw her when she woke up, I was like, oh my God, Clark looks so much better. Like, she looks so much better, even though the lashes was, still out there. Like, I wish y'all, it's still out there, okay? They were still out there. I mean, but she looked nicer. Um, yeah, I dealt with seeing women look not so very drag queenish for the last, I would say, from 2016 to 2000 and when did I? finish my other career. I would say 2020, 23. I dealt with looking at women look like, have those lashes like that. And I see that all, I saw that over and over again. And I'm just like, darn, wow, she looks so much better without her makeup. Like we wake up, I've had people, females that I was cool with, like I'm gonna call them females because they're not my friends no more. So females that I was cool with, and I seen them without their makeup. I'm like, God, she looks so much better without her makeup. But then some I see, they don't. Some makeup serves some people, but Clark, you don't need that makeup. I hope you listen back to this tape. You do not need the drag queen makeup. Okay, please. And please suck in when you're walking. You're on national TV, suck that stomach in, okay? Okay? You're tall and I'm a short, but suck the stomach in, okay? I had a baby, suck it in, you know. This is going away, I'm 20 pounds down, okay? Suck it in, okay? Suck it in, okay? I believe when we get on TV, we need to look flawless like a Barbie doll, like Orlandria looks. I feel like we need to represent our culture when we get on TV and we need to look flawless. We don't need to look like a stereotype. And I feel like that's what Taylor gives. It gives corny, it gives stereotype. And some may say I'm being mean, but I'm just telling the truth. I mean, go at me. My face card will never decline. Sick and all, my face card would never decline. Bald headed and all, my face card would never decline. So that's on period to the period. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get back to the show. I just had to say that because some people, they're out there thinking that just because you're a little bit older, as a woman that I see, I observe. I don't say things to people because I don't, it's not my business to say it to them. But since she's on national TV, I think that I can say something because she's a public figure now, and I think that needs to be. I think that someone needs to address that. Maybe it's somebody on TikTok that addresses that about women like of my color, that they need to stop doing that. My first time ever seeing a woman of another race do that was Huda. I've never seen them wear their lashes long like that. They don't wear their lashes like that, you know. Huda did though. I don't know what's going on with Huda. She did. But usually they don't wear theirs like that. Like how Clark and Huda got theirs and how Shelly got hers. They don't wear theirs like that. Or at least where I'm from, they don't wear it like that. Cause I watch, I observe. They don't wear theirs like that. Okay? Other women of other nationalities, I don't see them wearing it like that. So I don't know why we feel like we gotta be but bang 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 with it. Okay, them lashes, like, can we see our eyes? Like, what are we hiding? We are women. We're not drag queens, so we're women. So we don't need to wear our makeup like that. We don't need to have our lashes like that. Like, shout out to the girls who like to wear their lashes like that, but that's not me. You'll never see me. You'll darn gonna never see me. When my daughter start wearing her makeup, you'll never see her with that. No, my sister, no, she doesn't wear her eyelashes like that. And face card never gets declined over there too. Across the board, all my family, they face cards don't decline. So but I just had to say that because some women, they get offended when women say guys say that about their eyelashes, but it is true. It is unattractive. I have two little brothers. They bring that girl, they bring her home. I'm just like, I just look and I just stare because I'm just like, but I never say anything. I just look and I just be like, if they only knew how much prettier they would look without those lashes looking like that. If they only knew, like, if they only knew. But guys like Taylor like that. They like They like the long nails. They like the claw nails. They like the Cardi B. I call it the Cardi B aesthetic. Let me stop. The Cardi B aesthetic. Cause Nicki and Megan, they don't wear their makeup doesn't look like that, and their nails, their eyelashes. None of their stuff looks like that. And I'm just shout out to Nicki and Meg. I can see why they don't like her. Can I blame them why they don't like Nicki? Can I blame them because she doesn't look like that? Like that other woman. Okay, back to that. So let's be real. Nick just dodged a PR disaster because if he would have not chose Orlandria, Twitter would have dragged him because I'm reading on Reddit and Twitter, they're like Orlandria is the queen. They're loving Orlandria. So I hope they don't dog her out on here. I am so tired of that. I'm so tired of that. Can we win? Can we win in 2025? Can we win? Can we not look like, second best, third best, fourth best? Can we be chose? Like, can we not? No. Can we not be in a love triangle? And Taylor is like loving that love triangle. Do y'all see him? He really think he is that bad. I'm like, ew. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you really think you are that man? Like, I'm like, and Jeremiah, I want to talk about Jeremiah. Okay, so Jeremiah, I understand his perspective now. I've been seeing him do his press run, and I understand his perspective on why he handled things like he did with Huda, based on his previous things that he's been through in his life. I have a lot of respect for him now. If y'all go back, y'all go look at all the press that he's been doing and the questions they be asking him. They've been asking him and everything. He's been really stand up guy. Like I really think that he's not a douchebag. And he said that he would come back to another show if they asked him. The producers asked him. And he showed a lot of love to the producers, even though I feel like they might have did him dirty. But he still showed a lot of love to everybody, on the show. And I like that. He was graceful. He showed gratitude. He was thankful. And I think that that's how you should be. Like when things don't go your way, you should always be grateful and thankful for the opportunity that you were given. Um, like him and Orlandria, I think that they're the stars of the show. Even though they sent him on, but him doing the press run, and I've seen him on those on ET and what was the other show? What's the other thing? Is it ETV? ET. He was on a lot of little. He did a press runs. He was on some podcasts. I think that he is like, I I'm like, he seems like he's a cool dude. He was just misunderstood. He didn't know how to play the game. Basically, that's what it was. He didn't know how to play the game. That's what it was. And Mr. Ace is a manipulator. He will always be a manipulator. And I mean, he may win. Him and Shelly may win. But that basketball player, when I saw him with his shirt off, y'all, that's my type. I don't discriminate. I'm just like the black guys. I do not discriminate. I do not. There's no discrimination over here. No discrimination over here, honey. As Nunu, it's no discrimination over here. I like them all. I'm like, hey Michelle, I like them all. So I don't discriminate, and I think I am excited to see where Alandria and Nick goes. I am I'm going to play advocate, but I'm also going to be positive at the same time. I'm going to flip flop like some people do. I'm going to be a flip flopper. I'm going to be a flip flopper. Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Like Nicki Minaj said, she's a flip flopper. Like, yeah, I'm going to be a flip flopper on this. On the Alandria and Nick thing. I'm gonna flip flop on that. Okay. But I just hoping that she does not get back with Taylor. I just really hope. I would rather see her go home single than to be with Taylor. I'm sorry. I do not like Taylor. I do not like his vibe. His vibe reminds me of corny guys that I've seen before. They're all out there. There's always a corny guy like that. It's always a corny guy that wears the chains and have the gold teeth in the mouth, have the teeth in the mouth. It's always act like they country, act like they got southern charm, act like they just so nice and they just so hospitable. And then you see the way that they treat light skinned girls versus the way they treat dark skinned girls. I've had that happen to me. And that's why I'm just like, I got an ick for him. Like a ick for him. Like it's a big ick, y'all. I'm gonna say it. It's a big ick for me. It's a big no for me, and I don't want to see her with him. I would rather see her with the NBA basketball player. If anything, if that doesn't work out with Shelly, I would rather see him with that. It's just like 90201. Y'all ever used to watch that show? 902 9 90210. Is it like that? I forgot. It's a show that I used to watch, and they used to like be swapping. Like the friends would like be dating each other. Like they'll break up and then they end up dating. Like kind of how it was in high school. But see, for me in high school, I was with my high school sweetheart, 11th grade, 12th grade. I stayed with him, um, committed, never cheated, never cheated. Shout out to him. I always shout him out. I always shout him out. Man, that. He is that dude. 10 toes down. Like no matter what. Like I'm gonna tell my daughter about him. Like, girl, that me and him, we I will ride for him. Like, regardless of the situation. I will ride for him. Me and him, we go 10 toes down. Like that is the coolest dude I ever met, other than my dad and my brothers and my cousins. He is one of the coolest dude I met outside of my family. Like that's on God. Like he is one of the coolest dudes. Like things didn't work out because sometimes love doesn't work out. But he is one of the coolest dudes out of everybody I've ever dated. He's the only one that I can say really loved me and was really down for me, and the one that I really love. And he was from the same city I was from, but he wasn't corny. Like he was not corny. He was not corny. Child, when I got in this certain career field, I had met so many corny dudes. I was like, get me out of this corny mess. Like, get me out of these cornies. They're so corny. Like they're corny to the core. So when I see the ick, I'm gonna call him the ick Taylor. It reminds me of it reminds me of these corny guys that I used to see all the time, and they thought they were better than me, and they thought that those other girls, the lighter skinned girls, was better than me, but they were wrong. They were so wrong, baby. Because look where I am now. If they could only see where I am now, okay, and look what I am accomplishment now with my life. If they could only see, like it's only going up from here, and they could have been on the roster. They could have been here, but they're not, and it's their loss. But that's why I want to say to Orlando, do not give him a chance. Even after the show, do not give Taylor a chance because he's one of those corny ass dudes that would try to come back and play nice. Do not give him a chance. F free, okay? I don't want to say the customer, but those kind of guys are corny. And I've been saying this ever since I've been reviewing this show that Taylor is corny and he gives me the ick, okay? So anyway, Vanna, oh my God. Y'all see her makeup? Like girls where I'm from that is like, does don't look like me. They don't wear their makeup like that. So maybe that's a Salt Lake City thing. I don't know. I never even watched that Housewives before because I thought they had like a natural look about themselves, but I guess not. Yeah, Vanna, I don't see her in TJ. I keep on saying it. I just don't see it. Like if they win the show, I would be surprised. Like I would be surprised. But Sierra, do y'all think that Sierra and Nick can weather the storm? Or do y'all think Nick is going to? It's such a sticky situation. And if I was a Landry, what would I do? I probably would go home. Y'all, I come to this point in my life. I probably would go home. Now the younger me wouldn't go home, but the me right now, I probably would have chose to go home. Cause baby, I'm nobody's second pick. Baby, I'm not. I will never do that again in my life again. After all that, after all what after all that she built with that guy, and he's treating her like that, baby, I would be off that show. Child, I would let them pick me up for a bachelorette or something. Sure, I would let my brand remain the same because they trying to get her out of character. But she is like I said, it's called EI, emotional intelligence. Yes, emotional intelligence. That is the key to everything in life. Having emotional intelligence and loving yourself. Those those are the two keys. Loving yourself. No, three keys. So keep God first. Love yourself and have EI. Have EI everywhere. Work everywhere because you do not want to let people catch you slipping because when you show people your emotions, you give them power. And that's something that I'm working on. I'm actually reading a plethora of books about EI. Um, and maybe I'll do a review on one that I am currently reading. But I even go get the Audible and I listen to it while I'm going to sleep so that I can brainwash myself into never showing anyone my feelings because you can get a lot farther in life. I think I would have been a lot farther in life, even though I love where I'm at, and I'm so thankful and so grateful to God for where I'm at in my life. And then I'm glad that I'm able to do this as a hobby, and um, I'm so thankful and blessed for where I am, and I'm thankful and blessed for being alive. I am thankful and blessed for God to showing me that the thing that I was missing all along was self love and EI because I always had God first, but that was the two things I was missing: self love and EI. So now that I have those two things, what would I do? If I was her, I would have just chose to stay single. I would have been like, I'm so sorry, Nick. I really would like to continue this show, but I can't. I just I would I would choose not to continue to do the show because I don't like how it might end up for her. And for me now, I'm the type of person that looks tunnel vision now. So I look ahead because everybody that got ahead of me, they were looking tunnel vision. And I never was doing that when I was younger. So I would tell any younger women, look, tunnel vision. What is going to benefit you? What's going to be the best look for you? What's going to benefit you? Forget what everybody else. Forget about everybody else. You got to be a little selfish. What's going to benefit you? You got to stand on business. Stand on business, okay? You got to stand 10 toes down and say, what is going to be better for me? What can I gain from this interaction? What can I gain from this? It's really nothing she can gain from her and Nick being that maybe she could have love for him, maybe she could not. But is she thirsty enough to take a chance to do that? Like, would I say that that's thirsty of her to do that? I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is going to come off as thirsty and pick me. Maybe it might come off as that. And that's what they like to make us dark skinned girls look like. They like to make us pick me's, and they think that we just want anybody, and they think that we deserve the scraps, and they think that we're not able to have the best. And I think that she's a pretty girl, beautiful, doesn't have any kids. She deserves someone who wants her, who chooses her first. And that is not Taylor. And that is not Nick. That's not neither one of them. Period. That's not neither one of them, okay? There's not neither one of them. So what you do, you pack your bags and you go home. And you keep your brand intact. Because everything is about branding. Everything. Especially when you're on national TV. Man, my mama raised me. What they better not let me. I will be reality TV gold. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna lie. The old me would have been reality TV gold, but the new me, the one that's alive, that's living, not the dead me. Cause when I did my chemotherapy and everything, that deadness, all of that went away. That's why I be like, they ain't had me. They had the old body, like Nikki said. They ain't had the new body. They had the old body. Cause baby, all that stuff, all that ick and all that, that trash that was from the icks and the Taylors, guys like Taylor, all of that was just transfusion all out. That was all in that blood that little thing. What is it? They got all that dirt, all that was cancerous that got out of my body. All of that got out of my body. I don't have no gray hairs. I had gray hairs. I gained like almost had a whole full head of gray hair from 2016 to 2023. Don't have no gray hair now. My hair grew out black and beautiful. Don't have no gray hair. I love to wear blonde hair because I love to wear blonde hair. And that's what I like. That's why I'm Black Blondie. Go check me out. I'm Black Blondie. Never duplicated, never replaced. There's not going to be one like me. Never is going to be one like me. And that's what I can say. I can say that I wasn't standing on business, now I'm standing on business. But we'll see how that works out with Orlando. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what y'all think about my views about how they do the dark skinned girls. Let me know. What y'all think? Do y'all think they don't dog us out on these shows? Y'all don't think that they be making us look like we pick me's, like we second best? Like, baby, my skin is chocolate, honey. Chocolate, I done seen it all. I done been trying I've been trying to be I done been second pick so many times. And I used to let that stuff fall back, but that's the dead me. But the new me, that that wouldn't fly with me. And I would tell any girl, don't you let that fly with you. Any young woman younger than me, don't you ever let that fly with you. Don't you ever let nobody make you no second choice. You not no second choice. You first choice always. You always gonna be first choice. If the guy don't make you first choice, then he can hit the road. Because guess what? It's gonna be somebody that's gonna make you first choice. And you might have to wait. You might have to be patient. You might have to see everybody get married, everybody be with this person, have babies with this person and that person. But guess best believe, at least you can say that you kept your boundaries and your character and your standards intact. Cause like in the Bible, everybody ain't gonna get married. Everybody ain't gonna get married. That's all I got to say. Everybody ain't gonna get married. Everybody ain't. I would pray that I am, but I'm gonna remain celibate until I get married or get close to it. But till I get married, I'm gonna remain celibate. So if I don't get married, I'll be good. I'll be good because I'll be living cleansed, clean, renewed, purified, head on a mother, Head is on a swivel now. It's on a swivel, honey. I, I'm on a swivel, honey. Like, I'm like so awake. My eyes are aware, and I observe so much. These eyes have seen so much, and I observe, I take in from here, take in from there. I see people, I go look in comments, I see this, I see that, I see, yeah, I'm taking in, I'm observing, I'm like, oh, okay. I peep everything. I peep everything and I observe everything and everybody, and I see how people are. People are really, 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 really odd creatures. That's why you have to keep this head on a swivel. And you have to always have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, honey. Always have to have a plan A, B, C, D, F, and G. If this don't work out for me, baby, I'm still gonna get money. If this don't work out for me, whatever I do, if it don't work out, I can always change to something else because more than capable. I'm capable of learning. So if a guy don't want you, girl, you can always get somebody else. Child, don't waste your time. Because there's people around here wasting 5 years, 10 years, 12 years on guys that don't even really want them. They just use them for opportunity. Like Nick is trying to use Orlando. Can you think of that? You having a baby with someone who used you as an opportunity? How would you feel? Like, and your friends just sit there and let you do that? They sit there. They don't try to give you any advice. Those are not your friends. I would never let any of my friends look like a fool. Those people that I was friends with, they let me sit there and look like a fool. But the people that I'm gonna have in my life in my next season of friends, they ain't gonna do that. Cause that's not what real ones. That's not what people that stand on business do. They don't do that. They ain't gonna let you just sit there and waste your talent, sit there and waste your beauty on someone that don't even want you. That's just second choice you. Okay, girl, keep your head on a swivel, and that's all I got to say. And this is India Zuri, and I'm out.